3-month PA. Okay, welcome. How's everyone doing today? My camera's a little low. I got a new chair. Got no more gamer chair. Now I got an actual office chair, but it is a little bit higher at its minimum setting. Okay, one sec. We shouldn't have any game audio right now. What's my mic at? That looks okay. No, you know what? I gotta go louder. It's gotta be It's gotta be closer to like this. There you go. And where is my game audio? Ba ba da ba. There we go. How you be? I be good. How's everyone else? How are you guys doing? Love the OST of this game. Oh boy. Hope you're ready for a really bizarre way everything sounds in the remaster. It's a re-release, if nothing else. Music in it is wonky, like at best. That's probably the best descriptor I could give it. Is that it's strange. It's pretty fucking bad. Been playing Monster Rancher, editing the Monster Rancher video he released today. No time to watch for Monster Rancher, bro. I was thinking, like, when you got the Joker. So for those of you who don't know, especially if you're watching on YouTube and you don't follow along with the Discord or whatever, JP theorized a little while ago about the combination to make the baby monster with the highest single stat. Ended up being a Joker who starts off with max intelligence. So over 950 intelligence. He made a video detailing this. And I was like, wow, that's really good content. Like, good for you, man. It's absolutely the type of content we need. People are going to love that. And it was just like an hour of silent footage of him trying and re-rolling. And I was like, oh no. This man squandered his opportunity. What is this? Poor guy. Did you edit it down eventually? Please tell me you edited it down eventually. New one? Okay, good. Is it like 5 minutes long? Anyway. Yeah, welcome to Monster Rancher Battle League. It is not week 26C. It is week 27A. 260. Ooh. Doing the league for 5 years? Come on. There you go. League 27A of Season 2. This is the very last A-rank round robin we will have. Tomorrow, we will have the last chance qualifier for all of the remainder of A-rank. So only one monster is going to advance today. One monster is going to advance tomorrow. Matt Moore got a zoom. He's got like 8 now. Hold on, let me get my schedule open just so I can mark that down. And if you're also watching and you're new, hold on, let me write this down real quick. Matt Moore got a zoom. I also made this bad boy. This is an attack damage calculator. We didn't have one. I don't know why we didn't have one. I realized when I was talking to Fenric earlier last week that I was like the only person who knew about the damage formula and the fact that it existed. For Monster Rancher D&D, not so much. For Monster Rancher. So you put in the force value of the whatever the tech is you have, your attacker's attack, how much guts they have, their regeneration rate, and then the defender's values and form, and it spits out all these numbers here. So you can see, this is what I was testing earlier today. Golem in vanilla. What's the fastest Golem? 14? Let's say they both have 50 guts. Look at this. In the 300 stat cap tournament, so attacker's exact value is 300, defender's exact attack value is 300, defender's exact defense value is 300. On a critical hit, Cyclone, vanilla Cyclone, can one-hit kill in the 300 meta. 13? Oh yeah, Astro's 13, right? Is he 13, really? Either way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change this thing. Because the thing is, below, at 50 guts or below, your monster's guts regeneration rate doesn't actually change anything. Say you had 50 guts, your opponent has 50 guts. This is a metal Ner. Could be a dragon. It doesn't matter. It's not going to affect this. Once you're at 99 guts, this shit gets crazy. Look at that. 99 guts, dragon versus 99 guts, metal Ner. 101% damage bonus. Even though they're both at 99 guts, the dragon... We'll say golem. There. 93% damage bonus. Almost double damage. Even though they both have 99 guts. If you are playing a fast guts rate monster, you absolutely want to stay below 50 guts at all time, and you want your opponent to stay below 50 guts at all time. This is where you get the bonuses. Obviously, you also get a bonus if you're at 99 and your opponent's at like 0, but like your domain is in 50 and below. And if you've got a bad guts rate monster, you want to be above 50 at all times. Anyway, that's just a fun little thing. I got a video on that coming out probably end of next week, maybe beginning of the week after that. Soon. I'm going to talk about the damage formula and the most amount of damage a single hit can do. It is more than you think. It's quite a bit. Okay, so Yucky Gumbo, Boyfriend, El Espanto, V for Victory, Offrey, and Karen. First three we've seen fight a couple of times recently, or at least once. We've seen them all fight exactly once recently. And the latter three, we have not seen in Rank A at all, I don't think. V for Victory has once, I think. Offrey and Karen are brand new, though. Probably in the thousands. It's in this, I think, a magnitude higher. It's fucked. Oh, okay. Well, the computer didn't like that. It's quite high, the amount of damage you can do if everything is perfect. It's theoretical damage. We're never going to see that in a real game, especially not in AI versus AI. It's like... I didn't calculate the odds because there's too many variables for me to like actually calculate the odds accurately. But my guess it would be like upwards of 1 in a million. So many things would have to go absolutely perfect. Just very rough. Anyway, so enough theoretical math. Yeah, 999 is the most. If you had said 999, you would have been right. But assuming there was no cap. So that's basically the through line on the narrative of my next video. We talk about damage formula and how we can use it to calculate some really fun stuff like that. And what you can get out of it. Bit of a spoiler for the video. One of the most interesting things I figured out by making the calculator. Hold on, let me get my betting up before I talk about this. If there was no cap. Yeah, for sure. But I make that joke in the video too. It's like the answer is 999. Okay, Yucky and Karen. Prediction is live. Am I gonna bet on this one? I think I will. But Fury Explosion against something that just has Exhausted Reel. That's close. Not quite accurate. I'm sure, like, it's not a big secret, right? It's not like, oh, you gotta watch the video to figure it out. The video is gonna be more about the actual formula and what we can learn from it. But to keep it interesting to like a super casual audience, I talk about the maximum amount of damage just to be kind of goofy. Does Real or Fury do more damage? Fury does more damage. Real is 50%, Fury is 100%. Cool Damsel, big opener. Yucky Gumbo's going to take a decent amount of damage and a lot of withering, but he gets anger, so he is going to have a shot here. That's what I was saying though. I had said in Rancher Rundown 2 in the offense versus defense video, basically things that were like commonly understood about defense and how it worked. And basically, what I had said, 90% miss. Holy, Yucky Gumbo's got a shot. long punch is kind of squandering it, but he still got a gut sleep. What I had said in the video was that defense, if you match your opponent's attack with your defense, you mitigate about 25%. And if you also match it with your attacking stat, and you mitigate about 50. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are Karen's stats so much lower? They are. I don't know. You're absolutely right, Matt. I don't know why they're so low. Do I have cheat codes on? I don't have any cheat codes on affecting it. This is the first time I've seen Karen. It was sent to me like this. He might have forgot about the mixed attacker rule. I don't know. But if you can get me a new version of it for tomorrow, that's fine, but obviously it's too late for today. Fuck. Okay. So much shit is happening so quickly. Karen's gonna have a real hard time tonight, by the way. I said max defense is 25%, max defense and attack is 50%. Not quite. So defense does not work linearly. If you match 500 defense with 500 attack, it's about a 33% reduction. You match, 950 attack with 950 defense, it's a 44% reduction. So it's a big part of why defense is really, really bad in low stat caps, is that even if you were to match, say, in the 300 stat cap or whatever, or say 300 was the maximum you could make stat, you would never make defense 300 because the amount of actual reduction you would get at absolute maximum is like 18% or something like that. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. But at max stats, it's significantly better. It's still bad. And if anything, it has kind of made me realize how bad defense actually is, because even with, what do you call it? Even with the additional reduction over what we originally thought, even at 44% damage reduction, and then if you have 950 power and defense and you're blocking a 950 power attack, you reduce 2/3 of damage. It's 66%. It's a lot, but it's still not enough to be worth it. So that means that defense would have to lower like something like, I don't know, 75, 80, and even then it would still just lose to withering. So I don't know if there's a mathematical answer to fixing up defense. Fury somersault, Jesus, that's a lot of damage. Almost no withering though. You can fit so much math into these. I know, right? I should use it some more. Meteor to do like 10 damage. Big damage there. Mixed attacker rule makes defense relatively worse too. I think with Iokane's S build, legit just max HP power intelligence, because you get almost as much efficiency from purely defensive standpoint from power intelligence. No. I disagree. The thing is, you're only lowering... if you had 950 intelligence, 950 power, you're lowering 22% of incoming damage. That's like almost nothing if your goal is for it to be a defensive like bulwark. Like if you're trying to bolster your defense, you would never invest into an offensive stat specifically for that. You would use it as a bonus. It's like, hey, it's not my main goal, but it's a nice little bonus. So basically, in the way you're doing things, you know, you get a nifty little bonus. But if we take a look at Mochi, the one Bio made, who has 700 intelligence and no intelligence at all, it would have been 100 times better. It would have been literally 2 times better for him to go 700 defense instead of 700 intelligence. He literally would negate twice as much damage from intelligence attacks to do that. Because you, Ekans, have an actual mixed attacker, makes sense. I put Yovki. You guys bet on a Yovki? What's wrong with you? Oh, you didn't bet on Yovki. Damn. Brandon Offrey. Prediction is live. So to be optimal, should you raise your off attacking stat as much as possible Still being free for the league. I don't... What? Oh, JP, reading that makes me feel like I am... Like I was a sleeper agent or something. Like, I feel like something in my brain just like switched on after having read that. So to be optimal, should you raise your off attacking stat as much as it possibly can be while still being free for the league, even if you don't have any attacks that type? If you're trying to make, I mean, in general, yes. That actually wasn't as complicated as I thought it was. It was just the way that it was worded kind of made my mind melt a little bit. But yeah, you should. Realistically, if it's 3 points, you absolutely should. Just like you spend 1 point to go 800 to 900 power to go 150 to 200 defense. 100%. Absolutely. I see what you're saying. At the higher level, it does make more sense for you to invest at that point. Not even necessarily because I don't think it's... I still think it's probably mathematically weaker. But because you get the added bonus of actual damage coming out, then, you know, it's fine. Go pause. It blocked that. I'm gonna... It's pretty funny. I know it was on accident, but auto mod caught that. It's weaker defensively. But, I mean, there's no reason, right? If your goal is to do as much damage as possible, then you get the extra bonus. I know what you meant. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Anyway, Offrey wins game 1. Yeah, it's fun. It's been, it was a lot of effort putting the calculator together. I hope you guys like it. You guys, the only formula I didn't do myself was damage lowered by guts correction, because I just copy and pasted from Smiling Face's document. Because that shit is complicated, and I was like, you know what, I just don't want to deal with it. Pigeon bomb. Offrey doesn't want to die. He'll take the hits, but he just doesn't care. He's just like, you know what, I got this. Don't worry about me. Don't cry for me. I'm already dead. How can you kill that which is already dead? Just gotta try hard enough. That's all it is.
All right.
Z Smith, 1995 is now following. All right, brother. Thank you for the follow. Started to tinker around in Excel when you mentioned it, and then you blew right past me. I went super ham one night. I was just like, you know what? Let's get this shit figured out. It's what I think is really funny is I'm not great at math, right? I don't have a super strong understanding of, like, if you show me a formula, my eyes kind of glaze over. If it's anything past like algebra, that's all the calculator is. It's just algebra, right? But like, if you were to go any further than that, I'm just kind of like, I either literally don't know the concept, or it takes me a while to, like, I've got to read it over and over again, and I'll eventually figure it out. I'm not great at math. But, you know, it's just problem solving. If something doesn't work, you're like, okay, what's the solution to this? And then you just sit there and you do trial and error until it works. Death energy, 64%. As long as you know what to enter, it's all good. I'm not talking about mental math. I'm talking about, like, math concepts. Like, there's a lot I don't understand. I was never super good at it. I was good at it until, you know, end of high school. Yeah, it's pretty small now. 2 hits. He's got the V, and he's got the dash slash. I feel like Flanders' parents, you tried nothing, you're all out of ideas. I think that's the thing with a lot of people in math, right? Is they're just like, oh, I'm so bad. It's like, dude, okay, but like, I guess it's fine if there's nothing you ever want to know. but it's not going to hurt you to open up an Excel document and type in some formulas and try to figure something out, right? Like, worst case scenario, it doesn't work and you get help from someone else. Oh, shit. Welcome, rad boys and rad ladies. And everyone else. How are you folks doing today? Anyway, that's a super quick 2-0. My boy V for victory. Got that V for victory. V for victory, having V slash one of my favorite moves. It's pretty good. Captain Vulgar is now following. Sick name, brother. Hell right indeed. The Magala emote is one of my favorites. Okay, let's put in our X's and O's. If you guys don't know what you're watching, you notice they let you rewind streams now. So instead of having to go like click to the fucking video page and then like look it up there, that's great. It's an extremely basic feature that YouTube has had since they implemented streaming, but it's nice that Twitch finally caught up to a company that started way later than they did. It's a button, rewind 2 minutes, nice. How was your stream? Were you playing more FU or were you playing 3rd gen again? And yes, if you guys are brand new, welcome. Hello. My name is Nash. We're playing Monster Rancher. We pretty much only play Monster Rancher. It's not Monster Hunter, because we're not about the hunting over here. We're about the ranching. And Monster Rancher is a monster raising simulator. Sort of. It's not Pokemon. It's nothing close to Pokemon. It's real-time battles, and it's kind of like a Tamagotchi with real-time battles. Kind of want to get DX? I'm getting DX. If you guys, this game is super old. It's for PlayStation 1. But they're releasing a version on Steam December 9th. It's like $30 or something. So it's pretty fun. It's an exciting time. Oh, you're playing more FU. Ooh, we need a G rank set. Interesting. What are you going with? There's no gold beard there, brother. You can't just Helios your way in. Durhan being based on the Headless Rider, Scottish folklore, Dullahan. Be rad if there's a spooky headless version of him. That's kind of just a comment. Yes, you're right. It would be cool. 2 pieces of Ciantor, you. 3 pieces of Cantor. Interesting. I don't got a Cantor, but I got the other chin, bro. Got my boy Ukanlos over here. And my other boy. Got Jay Leno. You're a gun plush. It's really funny. He's got the nubs along his back are like hard felt. So like he's like physically uncomfortable to touch. It's like very rough and coarse, and it gets everywhere. It's like sand. But I don't hate it. That's the difference. That's why I'm a Chad and why Anakin's big virgin loser. Okay, V for victory got the last win. If you guys are new, if you're watching, you probably got a couple of channel points just from following through on the raid. And what we do is this is kind of like Salty Bets. If you've ever watched Salty Bets, I'm going to make this a 1-minute bet just so you guys have time to bet. We're starting a prediction. Who do you think is going to win in this fight between this one weird, one-eyed yellow lobster and the ghost who is also a magician? Those are your choices. Do you like the one-eyed lobster with the little nub on his head? Or do you like the ghost magician? Hey, Rosa, thank you for the gift sub. Appreciate that. You have 10 gifted? Look at that. Look at that. Communities helping out other communities. One-eyed lobster. I like the one-eyed lobster. Okay, you got about 10 seconds left. Get those bets in. And this is what we do 90% of the time on my channel. We're betting. We're having a good time. We're having a very, very bad time if you're losing. Which, you know, you might be. A lot of these bets are random. And here we go. The Ghost's got the magic cards. He's got a dove under his hat. He hits the magic cards. A little bit of damage. Yucky Gumbo is pretty tanky. He's got a lot of life. He's got a backflip attack. He's got a super zoom punch attack. And he's got this bizarre ability to call a meteor from the sky for no reason. Pigeon to take a dump on him. He did not like that. Quite a bit of damage there. The meteors just summon the Mets? Yeah, exactly. It's all about the Mets, baby. Yeah, let's go Mets. Oh, he can use Meteor. Here's the Meteor, 53%. It misses. Would have killed him. Would have killed him dead. Dove Bomb's gonna land. Ghost takes game 1. Game 2, here we go. Same opening as last time. We got the magic cards. Misses at 99%. Yucky Gumbo's on fire today with these dodges. Holy shit. What the fuck? 99% dodge. XCOM over here. 95? Okay, that one hits. So he hit something. Offrey's still in this. Their somersault, 59%. That one misses. Yucky Gumbo's trailing in Guts a little bit. Guts is like your resource. You need to spend it to attack. It goes up over time. Certain monsters have faster regeneration rates than others. Ghost has one of the fastest. Yucky Gumbo's got a pretty low one. Damn, he gets pooped on again. That's it. Offrey wins 2-0. Yucky Gumbo couldn't have done much more there. He dodged a 99% chance to hit attack.
All right.
MC Horror 2709. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Next up, we got my boyfriend. He's a little dog doll. A little wolf doll. And we got this guy. Fenric. Fenric gets a Baku. Also, yeah, if you guys are new as well, I got this thing called Moose Meadows. And it's basically a gacha game. You roll for mystery discs to unlock your own monsters. First person to unlock one of each monster gets a prize. We've been doing it for quite a while. Nobody has won yet. I think it's going to be a little while before anyone does. Okay, Boyfriend V for victory. Prediction is live. Some of the first 99% dodges we've seen in the league. We've seen a few. We've seen quite a few, but not recently.
You yellow-bellied zoomers!
That's a good sound effect. That's from the Monster Rancher anime. Yellow-bellied zoomers. Hate them. Hate them. As an old man, nothing I hate more than the young. Oh, we got a punch.
All right.
Z direction is not following. B/ misses at 70%. Boyfriend. About to win. Punch him in the dick again. 3 times? You don't punch a guy in the dick 3 times in a row. In the sub, they're called Roadrunner? Yeah. Well, yeah, in Japanese, Zooms are called Roadrunners. He's literally Sonic. He's a dog. He's his own unique creation. Original OC. Do not steal. Oh, goes for the rushing punch and it misses. So, what Boyfriend is there... A big thing in Monster Rancher is combining. So, unlike Pokemon, unlike Digimon and stuff like that, a big thing in... Damn! He gets the dash slash for the kill at 0. B for victory. Wins that. Hey, you weren't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. So, a big thing in Monster Rancher is combination. Basically, you can take any 2 monsters and combine them. So, it's like if you had a Pikachu and you had a Squirtle, and then you can combine them and you got like an electric type turtle. You know? You can do something like that. So Boyfriend is normally a plush cat toy. And it's combined with Tiger, who is a wolf. Fucking not explaining that anymore. It's basically like a blue and white wolf. You combine them together, and it becomes this little dog sort of toy. And V for Victory is a combination of a dragon named Dragon and a suit of armor called Durham. Saw there was Tiger and Duckin', but only in Game Boy Advance. Want them in DX. They're in every game. Every game after Monster Rancher 2 has Duckin'. This was the game that it was introduced in, and Tiger's been in every game. Love Nya's Muse. Yeah, Mew goes through some pretty insane design changes throughout the series. He's got Hurry. It's a battle special that doubles his critical hit rate in the last 10 seconds of battle, but dodges the double punch. And that's going to be it. V for Victory. He's going to win that one 2-0. A lot of 2-0s, but not a lot of quick matches. Almost everything going to time. Or going very close to time, I should say. And the Dick Puncher. When the Dick Puncher gets Dick Punched, he becomes the Dick Punchy. Got punched in the dick of life at the end there. El Espanto and Karen. I don't have many points left on my burner account because I lost them all last time I was betting. Can I win them back? Can I win some? Finally some good esports. I was joking about this a little while ago because Monster Rancher has like a meta, like all video games do. There's stuff that's good and there's stuff that's bad. And when DX, Monster Rancher 1 and 2 DX was first announced, we had an influx of people into the community, and many of them were like, oh, I don't care about the meta. I'm going to do my own thing, and I'm going to prove it's the best. Like real like anime type attitude. And like one, I love that shit because it's very funny, but it's endearing. And two, I think that's what qualifies it as an esport, you know? Having a guy who's never played the game before going, I'm going to be the best. I'm going to like Gary Oak this shit. And it's like, okay. I wish you the best. Big damage there on the Death Cutter. There's the anger. And another one. Doesn't matter if you get angry, you're just going to get bonked. El Espanto wins game 1. Gary Oak rules. Karen destroyed by the left. Watch as this Karen gets completely owned by a Home Depot employee. Dressed like a fucking juggalo. That's who El Espanto is. He's just a juggalo. He works at Lowe's. Juggalos. There you go. Oh, Ice Sword gets the kill with Ice Sword. One of the weakest techs in the game. Crits for the kill. New lore drop. Only lore drop. Home Depot Grim Home Depot Grim Reapo. Watch as this Karen literally dies. Is taken off to the realm of the dead. Whoa. Ice Sword. And bonk him again. Another crit. Quite a bit of damage there. Coinflip Roy works at Amazon. Society's the Joker. It's true. King got destroyed in this debate. This debate of fists. Boyfriend says Juggalo would work at Home Depot rather than Lowe's. Why? What's the difference? One's blue and one's orange. That's the only difference. Oh, Cold Damsel misses. El Espanto's got the lead and enough guts to attack first. Watch as Satan destroys this irritated worker. I'm Matt Walsh. Okay, so that's a 2-0. That's pretty easy. Blue vs. Orange, the Splatoon struggle. Damn, yeah, I don't know anything about Splatoon other than the fact that it has the worst fucking music anybody has ever written for anything. Anyway. Actual penis. Dude, it's like somebody found... No, you know what? I gotta show you guys something real quick. Well, we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna pause this music. I have to show you a song I wrote. It's not an actual song I wrote. What it is a song I wrote to show somebody, but I uploaded the MIDI incorrectly. And so what happens when you upload MIDI and then you like put it in as wrong instruments is it's basically the same song, except instead of maybe like a guitar track, it's now a snare drum. And so it can get pretty goofy. And so I made like the most penis music of all time. Let me find this. Is this it? No. It's the wrong one. This, here you go. All of these are the wrong instruments. That's enough of that, I gotta show you how it ends, though. It gets very funny. So that wasn't completely accidental. I didn't mean to make a song that sounded like that. What I actually did make was like a chiptune thing, and I just accidentally imported the wrong MIDI instruments, and I made that shit, and it's fucking terrible. It's one of the worst things mankind has ever created, but it's very funny. I can't believe Nintendo hired this man Greg for Splatoon. Gremlin Kicker, thank you. I gotta play more music like that if I want to get followers, I guess. Anyway, V for Victory, Offrey, both at 2-0. Fun fact, that song is so bad that I went to put it on Spotify and the distributor was like, no, this song sucks too much. We're not gonna put it on Spotify. Sounds like main menu theme to a bootleg Crash Bandicoot game. I could see it being something like that. They didn't want revenue from that. They're like, you know what, man? We can do without. So the thing is, you can't just put music on Spotify. You need to go through an aggregator, a company who uploads music, who has a license to do it, because it's very easy to like bot music, right? If anybody could put up their own music, you could just like make a playlist of your music and then just have it play on a loop constantly for a bot farm and make a shit ton of money. And Spotify doesn't like that, so you know. Maybe that hasn't stopped people in the past, but it's harder to do it. Okay, so El Espanto got the win there. I get some moolah from that bad boy. Who's up next? We got Yucky and we got V. 30 seconds on the clock. Stuck in your head? I'm so sorry. The little fart noise at the end is what sells it, I think. Oh, you guys want to listen to it again? Okay, let's listen to it again. I'm just kidding. But I will play. If you guys are unaware, I do actually do chiptune music and stuff. And so I have, if you haven't seen my intro, I wrote the music for that. I have some real 100 Gex vibes. I need to like pitch shift my voice super high and just have it completely clipping. And I don't even need to sing. It could just be voiceover from one of my streams. My intros are great. Thank you. I worked really hard on it. I think it's pretty good. 170 damage on the somersault. Yucky Gumbo opens things up, but V slash at 99% is mad spooky. He's got to kill first. Should I say V? 525 damage. Yucky Gumbo's still alive. He's got anger. He's got Meteor unlock. CRT vibe in the Sleeping Tiger. Appreciate it. The CRT thing is actually a lot of steps. The first one is you need to make 3 copies of whatever you're playing, whatever your video is. You need to make one so it's only the blue channel, one that's only the red channel, one that's only the green channel, and then separate them slightly so one will be like shifted slightly to the left, one slightly to the right, one slightly up or down. So that's how you get like the weird bleed. And then you have scan lines, and then you have to like take the whole video and warp it so it like it's warped for a CRT. I like problem solving stuff like that. Like I don't know anything about video editing. It's not, like, I mean, I'm underselling myself a little bit, but like I'm not trained. I didn't go to school for video editing. I haven't looked up any tutorials or anything like that. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Wish there was a good way to replicate like that. So one of the most interesting things is that CRTs, like people, like you look at something like this. This game is in standard definition 3x4, right? Or 4x3. Is that game 2? Yeah, it's game 2. V for victory wins game 2. So this game is a standard definition. It's not widescreen. It's not stretched out. I don't have it in a weird aspect ratio. But an actual CRT is even skinnier than 4:3 because you have to account for like the bulbous shape of it, right? Even on screens that aren't super round, they're like kind of flatter, like newer CRTs, they're still like squished. So if you've only ever seen Monster Rancher look like this, and then you go play it on an actual TV, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? This looks so weird. It looks so smushed. And it's because it literally is. The difference between pixel perfect 4x3 and what shows up on an actual CRT is very different. Oh, there's the grit. Yucky Gumbo is gonna get next chance to attack. He can still win this. Yucky Gumbo, but you squint at the G and it kind of looks like something else. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. Oh, that's not going to do enough damage. V for victory is going to get the win. Pushes him back. That's a 2-1 for your boy V. Rip Lobter. Next up, we got Boyfriend. We got Boyfriend, and we got El Espanto. El Espanto. I don't know what Espanto means, but someone can tell me. Who here can speak Spanish? Okay, prediction is live. You speak Spanish? What does Espanto mean? Espanto. Spook? The spook? Damn. I actually grew up in a town called Espanola, Ontario, because it's on the Spanish River, which is a river that runs through my region. Espanola. Española. But nobody in the town is Spanish. It's French Canadian and indigenous people, and that's it. He is a spooky boy, that's true. Death energy 83%. Home Depot Grim Reaper. This is Boyfriend the Hedgehog. We got deep lore happening today. Song of Mew, look at that. So, moves in this game can do damage. You've already seen that, but they can also do a thing called Withering, which Withering is the removal of your opponent's guts. Guts is that little bar at the bottom you see, filling up over time. Each move costs a certain amount of guts. The number is written beside the name of the attack. Oh, we got power and we got real. Jesus, I gotta explain so much very quickly. Withering texts are texts that don't do a lot of damage, but they specialize in removing your opponent's guts. So they're removing your opponent's resources. You can win entirely by just locking your opponent out of attacking. Power is a battle special that can proc on a random chance if your monster falls below 25% health. Real is a battle special that happens specifically for the Home Depot Grim Reaper if he gets his opponent below 25% health. At that point, what he can do is he gets like an Omni boost all of his stats. He does more damage, does more Withering, his guts regeneration rate goes up, he takes less damage, he takes less Withering, but it's like an adrenaline boost, and once it wears off over the course of about 7 seconds, once it's gone, he takes double damage. His guts regeneration is cut in half. He becomes like completely useless. So it's like really just a quick boost to finish off the match. And if he doesn't actually win, then he's fucked. Gets the diving press, doesn't. It misses. Power runs out. El Espanto goes for death energy, 85%. Does he get the grit? He doesn't get the grit. A monster can live an attack with 1 HP. You've probably seen it a couple times. That's called Grit. Again, it's a random chance. It's based on your monster's couple of things. And I'm not getting into the math. Just know that when it procs, it can completely change who's winning a match. So it's important to have it on every monster. One of the things I really, really like about Monster Rancher is that all of the good stuff in the game is not necessary to beat the game, but is often necessary and competitive, and it's not a thing that exists inborn on every monster. So like Grit, battle specials in general, normally you have to like combine down monsters that have those battle specials to give it to the offspring, to the baby. The combined monster, the combined monster. And so there's a lot of effort that goes into playing this game at a competitive level, but none of it is necessary playing casually. Doesn't matter. None of this shit matters at all. Of course, it'll make the game easier, but if you already know all this stuff, then you're probably not struggling through the casual gameplay in the first place. It's a true simulation game in the sense that you can do like almost literally whatever you want. And it's great. I still know a few combinations. You'll enjoy discovering them all. Not sure if Offrey or Karen is more nightmarish. I don't know. I think Offrey's cute. I love Ghost. Karen is one of my least favorite monsters. I hate Undine. I say hate just because I have to. I'm getting bored of saying I love every monster. You know, Undine's my least favorite. Still fine. In like the wider canon of media, of fiction, I don't mind her. In Monster Rancher, I think she's one of the weaker designs. She's just water mermaid. Pretty nice to learn this all before DX comes out, so you know at least not going blind like you used to do when you were little. Playing Monster Rancher 2 when you're blind is very fun, but it's a completely different experience than if you actually know what you're doing. Even just as much as playing with items versus not playing with any items at all. Never shopping at the store to like get nuts oil and other things that lower your stress and fatigue versus doing that every week is a huge difference. It completely changes how you play the game. And I think that's fun because you don't need to. It's not necessary, but it's there for you if you want it. How's my voice, by the way? How's the volume compared to the game? Anyway, that's a 2-0. Getting a lot of 2-0s today. Blind as a kid. I paid blind ass AK. Still fun. Stayed blind as a kid. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so did I. When I was a kid, I didn't know what I was doing. Sound is good, right on. I'm very, very particular about my sound. I spent a lot of time working on like EQing and removing the noise floor and this and that, and then I was like, I didn't like the way it sounded, so I just went back to my old setup. Right now I'm running a plugin that uses my GPU to remove a lot of background noise, and it works, but it does occasionally make my voice robot a little bit when I have high CPU usage, or when it has to remove a lot of background noise. So I try to avoid using it when I can. V for Victory beats Yucky Gumbo. He's on a warpath today, Jesus. Alice Ponto beats Boyfriend. Boyfriend at 0-3. Owen Wilson. And Offrey at 3-0. That's awfully good. I'm sorry. Karen at 0-3 as well. So we got Yucky Gumbo at 1-2 in 4th place currently. Top 4 move on to an elimination bracket. Today's kind of weird. We got 2 monsters without a single win on the board. You don't see that often. Yucky Gumbo and LF Panto. Besides Gumbo, you think you want V to move on today? I like his loadout. I think V's loadout's pretty good. V slash is really good. The fact that you can get it on more monsters than Ruby Knight now is fun. I don't know who else can get. I don't know if it's everyone, or I don't know if it's just Ruby Knight and Vesuvius. Okay, Yucky and Sponto. Prediction is live. Make your bets. Twitch, for Christ's sake, I keep getting this notification from Twitch saying that they reset stream keys, but it's like a month old. Every time I log into Twitch, it tells me again. I think it's just Vesuvius and Ruby Knight. Okay, that makes sense. Durahan has a lot of weird subbreeding. Yeah, so he's got some really bizarre shit. Like only 4 of his subbreeds can learn some techs. Only 4 of his subbreeds can learn other techs. He's got a very big tech list, but you can never get all the techs with one monster. Death Cutter, 96%. Angry. Found the whole Monster Rancher anime in Spanish. Nice. Yeah, in English it's all available on YouTube. I would assume, is that where the Spanish one is too? Ones without shields can't learn Shield Bash, but that makes sense at least. Yeah. Also, this is the best monster. Papillon. It's delicious. I love peach flavored everything. Oh, he's angry. He goes for the angry meteor. El Espanto's on break. He's not taking shit. Hits the death smash, does almost no damage. Not hitting meteors tonight. Only dodging 99s. It's not only matter. Have you landed any meteors tonight? I don't think so, right? No, he landed the one on Karen. He's had a 99% chance to hit. When's the Suezo Palico costume and Tiger Palamute? Man, if only. Yucky Gumbo taking these hits like a champ, but he just cannot deal with the withering. He's not getting angry enough. Get angry. Mickey loves ya. There's a meteor, 59%. This one's gonna land. And that's a 1-hit KO, minus 51 guts. Have to see more Monster Rancher collaborations. I would too. Though to be fair, as much as this may sound kind of shitty to say, I'm not a super big fan of Koei Tecmo in general. I don't think they truly care about the franchise, and I'm not one of those people who's like, I care more than the devs do. Like, I know people always have that attitude, or like fucking Star Wars fans or whatever. They're always just like, oh, you're ruining this franchise I love. And it's like, I know people are like that, and it's fucking stupid. But I think the guy who is director, Fujita-san, I think he cares about Monster Rancher. I think literally fucking no one else in management at KTG cares. I think it's very obvious. So they'll do collabs as long as it doesn't require any work from them. Even this remaster is really fucking low budget. All it is, not to scare you off, if you want to get DX, I think you should get DX. I'm going to get DX. It's still going to be fun. We'll still have a great old time. But the thing is, it's just running an emulator with upscaling on it. There's really, really bad texture wobble. Realistically, my stream right now with no upscaling is going to look better than the DX version you buy on Steam for $30. What you're watching right now looks better. But that's because, you know, I have an emulator with specific settings and this and that. Even though it's not upscaled, it looks better. So not only was there like not much effort put into actually re-releasing it, all of the old, all the new promotional artwork they have for it and everything they're using to promote the game are assets from 20 years ago. They don't have a single new piece of artwork. Everything that has been uploaded as far as like graphics and stuff is just weird Photoshop of old assets just like pasted together. Which isn't to say nobody cares at a lower level. I think a lot of the people working on the game itself, I'm sure they care. I'm just really, really hesitant to believe anyone else does because they clearly weren't given a budget. They weren't given a budget for art. They weren't given a budget to make the game not look like ass outside of upscaling in fucking PCSX or whatever. I don't know. It's unfortunate. Oh! Target's Tempest gets a ghost. Think they're testing the water engaging interest? I don't think so. I've been wrong before. I was wrong when I said they weren't going to localize the ports. You know, I'm willing to admit that. It's not... but I don't think they're gauging interest. I don't think it's anything like that. Made Fujita do the whole thing for himself from a closet. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like they're like, hey, between doing other shit, if you don't mind doing this on the weekends for free, you can put out Monster Rancher DX. The thing that is the most telling, I think, is they have an AMA going right now. We've already talked shit on the AMA, but for those of you who are new, maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. Monster Rancher, Koei Tecmo put out an Ask Me Anything like 2 months ago. And starting like 3 weeks ago, they started trickling out answers from it at the rate of like 1 every 2 days. So it took them a month to collect what's essentially like 40 questions. They didn't get inundated with questions. There wasn't that many. Translate them and then spit them out at like 1 every 48 hours. It's awful. And a lot of the questions are like really poorly translated, or answers are really poorly translated, and you literally don't know what they're saying. Feel like their expected earnings for this are incredibly low? Absolutely. And it's one of those things where it's like, it's a catch-22 because I personally don't expect it to do very well. And because even I, as a big fan of the game who proselytizes it constantly, doesn't expect it to do very well. Why would management expect to make money on it, right? And because they don't expect to make money on it, they're not putting any resources into it. And because they're not putting any resources into it, it cyclically feeds back into them not making any money on it. I think it's just kind of a vicious cycle. And they're like, you know what? We got fucking DOA. People will buy DOA Volleyball 94 or whatever, 106, whatever the next installment is. They've made so many of them. Let's just do that. Or fucking whatever the next Dynasty Warriors game is. And it will be like, will I be able to combine monsters? The answer is, I sure hope so. Yeah, it's kind of stuff like that. Don't forget to give this bitch... Hey! Tubular. Fuck you. This luckiest man alive keeps getting fucking rare Runeward drops on Diablo 2 Remaster. Yeah, get out of here. I think the only way for them to break the cycle is to take a big risk. Exactly. And last time they did that, the game sold 20,000 copies and lost them millions of dollars, and ended up with Tecmo becoming insolvent and KTG buying them for almost nothing. Or Koei at the time buying Tecmo for almost nothing. We'll meet in the middle, Suezo for DOA. Hot Suezo nubs. Karen gets the win. That's a 2-1, correct? That question mark on that one? I think that's a 2-1. You guys are betting. I'm not betting. Is that 1-1 or 2-1? The 2-bet wins. It's not reassuring, brother. Let me check it out. So, little hiccup as I... Wait, how do you rewind? It said there's a rewind button. I don't see one. What is this? What is this? Anyway. Check out my videos real quick. So we're just going to check the VOD super quick, make sure I don't fuck anybody's day up. See what I want to do. Tubular with the 5 gift subs. What are you doing, brother? Appreciate it. Thank you so much. So Karen wins 1. Is that the first one? Yeah. So Karen won 2. Okay. That's it. Gifty Wifties. Fucking. That Kyle is rotting your brains. Fucking subby wubby bullshit. Thief for victory. Shout out to Lisa Shock who told them all. Yeah, that's quite the story. Watch too much Super Ad. That's cool though. Kyle's my boy, so you should support him. And to everyone in here who's watching me from my channel, we haven't had a chance to raid Kyle in a while because he's... Oh, fuck. I'm pressing the wrong buttons over and over. That's okay. We'll get a little change of scenery. You should go follow Super Ad. Super cool dude. You guys like Monster Hunter. I know you guys like Monster Hunter. You've watched me play Monster Hunter. He plays Longsword, though, so it's like... I don't know, man. You know what? Maybe don't watch him. If you watch him, just yell at him until he starts playing Hammer. So he starts playing the weapon that matters. Okay, we got V, we got Offrey. In our last match of round number 4, prediction is live. Make your bets. What a wimp. You know who plays Longsword? People who think they're the anime pro tag. That's who plays a Longsword. You know who plays Hammer? You already know who plays Hammer.
Hey, now you're out!
That's who plays Hammer. I hope that sound effect went off, by the way, because it doesn't go off in my headset. Okay. V/ misses. It was choppy. Yeah, it's because I hit like a... That's fine. What happens? That's because I have my my voice reduction and all this other stuff on. If it hits 100% CPU, it'll chug while it's playing the animation. It's also Streamlabs is eating up a ton of RAM right now. Now you're... Let's see if we can play it again. What's my... What are we at? 100% CPU? There's no way we're at 100% CPU. 62? 57? Okay, I think that's a good time. We could swing it.
Hey, now you're a man!
There you go, that should have been a little better. Okay. So nobody landed anything while that was happening. Nobody landed a single attack. So who wins? Offer used more guts. Offer wins. Game 2. The game has a built-in tiebreaker. Oh, look at that. Already different from last game. Like, you know what? I'm not dealing with that shit again. Fuck that. Ooh, big damage. There's the grit, though. See, look at that. Imagine you can just come back from the dead like that. NBD, brother. Oh, the V slash misses. Offrey's got a shot. Oh, that's going to be it. Offrey. The two monsters that had not lost yet. Offrey gets the win. So he's at 4-0 right now. Intelligence Ghost is a good build. I've been saying it forever. Nobody agrees with me. Nobody agrees with me. I actually don't even think this intelligence build on Ghost is particularly powerful. I think it's okay, but I think it's not really taking advantage of the absolute asinine shit that Ghost can do with anger and his super fast guts rate. Anyway. Crazy how much better he is without those power attacks. Yeah, agreed. Okay, so Offrey with a 4-0 record is first overall. V for Victory's got a 3-1. Rosaleo gets a Mochi. And then Yucky Gumbo El Espanto tied for third. So that's our top 4 right now. Karen needs to win against V for Victory to have a shot at top 4. Boyfriend is eliminated, so it doesn't matter what happens. Necromancy? Necromancy is very good. So what we're doing right now is we're playing on hard mode, which is a ROM hack of the game that rebalances it a lot. Ghost was made better. Ghost is not super good in vanilla. Mochi. And I think in DX, Ghost is probably going to be even worse, because one of the biggest differences between vanilla play and this is that, or sorry, vanilla play and DX is that in vanilla, a monster can't attack if it has less than 45 guts. In vanilla, sorry, that's in vanilla. In DX, a monster can attack whenever. It has a higher chance to attack the more guts it has, so its chances of spamming stuff at low guts is lower, but it still can attack. Ghost has a very, very fast guts rate, and he has a bunch of really shitty low-cost attacks. So the chances of him building up guts to attack is very low. You're probably going to see him spam his shitty power attacks over and over again. And that will lose you games, so that's unfortunate. Okay, Yucky and Boyfriend predictions live. El Macho versus El Espanto. So, there's Gigas, or Great Golem, the person who made El Espanto, is made a lot of monsters that are just like El whatever, because, you know, it works. And they made a monster called El Macho that did pretty well. Gambling time. Macaquinho. That's Matt Moore. He's in the chat somewhere. He's hanging out. Somersault, 76%. Ooh, and the diving press, big damage there. Yeah, unless you give Ghost big power moves and actually manage to raise its power enough. I think Ghost in vanilla can work in the 300 stat cap. Outside of that, I don't know. Tank monster that's built like you would back in the day. He's fun. He almost made rank A. Ooh. punch. There's more anger. Boyfriend get 99% chance to hit everything, only using punch. Ooh, the crit, but he's still alive. Had no idea monster breeding would get this varied until Rose showed you the other day. Makes you more interested than you were initially. There's 409 different monsters in Monster Rancher 2. There is 38 main breed monsters and then combinations to make the additional 360 something. Not every monster can combine with every other monster, but there's quite a few. And they're all statistically different. It's a really cool game. You can tell that like they really cared about making a good product, about making a good game. Suezos are cursed. You love them. Suezo's good. Suezo's one of the best. You know what? I won't say it's one of the best beginner monsters. It's one of the best monsters you can start a new file with if you know what you're doing. If you don't, it's kind of difficult. Anyway, that was quick. That was a 2-0. And horny? Yeah, it's a good name. Suezos and Duckins make such wild subbreeds. There's only the one Duckin subbreed in Monster Rancher 2, unfortunately. Suezo has a lot. So every monster has these combinations with different monsters, and then they have each one has at least one special subbreed. So it's kind of like a goofy joke monster that's not combined with anything. Ghost has one called Chef, where instead of wearing the top hat, he's wearing like a white like chef's hat, and he's got a little mustache, and he's got the apron on. That's not Ghost mixed with anything. There's no chef monster, but you know, it's just a special secret breed. Suezo has like 5. Suezo has 3 that are like where he's made out of gold, silver, and bronze. The only way to get gold is by combining the silver and bronze monsters. And then he's got one where he looks like a golf ball on a tee. And then he's got one called Suki Suezo, which is a joke monster that starts off with maximum like 999 life and defense and like 300 in every other stat, which is far and away the strongest monster you can get off a disc. But he's a man-made monster and he dies immediately. He's got no lifespan. So if you bring him to the ranch, he'll just instantly die. It's pretty funny. Shout out to Ducklon. All my homies love Ducklon. Okay. Relatable? Jesus. Man-made, die in a week. Relatable. Pigeon Bomb. 47% chance to instantly win. It misses. Ooh, hits the crit magic cards. Alesponto taking quite a bit of damage there. They do not actually make Suki Suezo. They're great for combining into other monsters. Combination is a very, very complicated thing. They're great if you want a monster that starts off with like maybe 50 more life and defense than normal, but they don't often lead to something very good. It's great for just like a quick bonus, but it's not good for like actual combination. Useful to unlock monsters. You know what Suki Suezo is good for? There are free-for-all tournaments. Monsters can enter these free-for-all tournaments, which are basically literally any monster of any rank can enter them, and you don't need to like rank up or anything like that. And oh my god, we got real power on screen. Look at this. Magic cards. Misses. Oh, and Real War off. Offrey can instantly kill here with any attack if it hits. Anyway. Everyone's a fan of Macaquinho. It's a great name. Even those of us who are not Portuguese. Or Portuguese speakers, I should say. Death Cutter, 44%. It's still going to kill. Even if it does half damage. Alesponto is going to win that. 2-0. So Offrey gets its first loss at the hands of the Home Depot Grim Reapo. I love that. I'm going to keep saying that. Well, what was I saying? We're talking about free-for-all tournaments. Yeah, so your enemies in the free-for-all may vary from like very, very powerful to like kind of like middling power. And you can enter one of those with Suki Suezo and win it. And they don't give you the most money, but you know, it's something. You can win a couple of bucks that way. What Suki Suezo is really good for is, yeah, what Freeman said to unlock monsters. Freeman is right, because there's 3 different monsters that you can only get once a monster of yours has died. You can either send a hare who starts off with a very low starting life into a tournament that it's too weak for and have it like literally die. So basically, you go to the market, you pick up a rabbit from the store, and then you send it off to get literally killed. Or you can just have Suki Suezo, which I guess is a little bit more humane. I know if that's the thing you care about. Your monster dies, and then you can get a ghost that way. You can get Mock, which is an old tree that nobody except JP likes. And you can get Raki, the little evil marionette doll. How about a Zoom with more life than Oakley Man and a monster with 300 defense from a fresh monster? You're not getting 300 defense. That's not how it works. It's not a... It doesn't like look at 999 and combine it with the low stat. There's so much more going on in combining. Your monster's baseline stats have to line up with your opponent's baseline stats, and the other monster that you're combining's baseline stats, and they have to match up with the baby's baseline stats. And then the order of your stats has to matter, which is highest, which is lowest. There's no monster that has super high life and defense, so that's kind of weird. Match it with a Zoom, but it wouldn't match. No, it wouldn't match the baby. The baby is what matters. Suki Suezo has the baseline stats of regular Suezo. Okay. Which means that you absolutely fucked up for combination by making its life and defense maximum. Because you can never raise its other stats more. So it's... I need to make a video about combination, but it is so intensive, and it's really math heavy, and I find it very boring, to be honest. But I feel like I do need to make a video on it eventually. No, I don't understand. Okay, my bad. My bad. You would enjoy it. Everybody's like, hey, make a video on combination. And so, like, I know it would do well, and I know people would like it, but it's just so fucking dumb. I hate it. Suki Suezo's growths are that. Yes, that's actually true. Has a stat order of a starting Suezo. Yeah, starting Suezo starts with 999 life. That's true. So that's a 2-0. That's a quick 2-0. Anyway, so that's it. We're all done. Today was insane. It was all 2-0s. We got 1, 2, 3 2-1s. Everything else was, I feel like I'm on Guys Grocery Games 3 2-1s. Everything else was a 2-0. What is this? Where does this go? Oh, I've already made them. Okay, so Boyfriend gets the win. Boyfriend gets his first win. Combination mechanics are not just overly complicated just to be complicated. So I don't agree. I don't think they're complicated for the sake of being complicated. I think they're complicated for the sake of you not being able to get the super babies that we've made. I think the plan was to make it so you would never be able to just like figure it out and be like, oh, I went to the shrine and I made a monster with 900 in every stat as a baby. Like, I don't think that's intended. I think the math exists so you can occasionally hit 1 or 2 stats that are very high, and that's enough to like keep you interested. But I think it works the way it does specifically because they don't want you to know how it works. That's what I think anyway. I don't know how close that is. But let's take a look here. We got Offrey with a 4-1 record, V for Victory with a 4-1 record, El Espanto with a 3-2, and Yucky Gumbo with a 2-3. So we are going to have, I got to do a quick count between V for Victory and Offrey to see who gets first seed, who gets second seed. But then it's going to be El Espanto in third and Yucky Gumbo in fourth. V for Victory is number 4. He has how many wins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. And Offrey has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He also has 8. But Offrey beat V for Victory. So Offrey is first seed overall. V for Victory is second. El Espanto is third. Yucky Gumbo is fourth. I'm going to set up the final bracket. We'll be back in just a sec. Okay. Oops, that's the wrong screen. One sec. Okay, welcome back to Monster Rancher Battle League, week 27A. Here's our top 4. This is the last A-rank round robin we're doing. Obviously, round robin is over. We're on to final bracket. We got Offrey in first place versus Yucky Gumbo in fourth. V for Victory versus El Espanto in third. Only one monster advances today. Tomorrow we have last chance qualifier, so every monster who loses today gets another chance. Yeah, we're not done yet. We're close, but we're not done. We got about another hour or 40 minutes or so. Double elimination bracket. Best 2 out of 3 up until winners finals. And winners finals, losers finals, grand finals are best of 5. Yeah, that's it. That's my numbers. Okay. I'm going to read your comment in just a second. It looks interesting. I'm just going to get this out of the way so we're not wasting time. Cheering for first place curse? Damn. Man does not want Offrey in rank S. We had a Power Ghost in rank S last season. We had QED, the Ghost, that Al entered very late into the league and was like, I'm just going to do what works. I'm going to build a tank. I'm going to build it exactly the same way everyone else has. I'm going to call it QED just to be a huge shithead. And he did extremely well. Okay, so we got Offrey. And we got Yucky. I almost put Yovki again. Everyone's favorite. Prediction is live. I could see not wanting super babies being easy to combine, but then it just make the formulas not allow for that in the first place instead of a weird set of smoke and mirrors that players will eventually figure out and abuse anyway. Yeah, so I mean, I get that. I really like that there's this aspect to it where it's like if you figure it out, you're rewarded extremely heavily. But I can understand why it's just like, why not just make the game simpler, you know, and have the upper limit be less? I understand that. As a kid, though, when I was playing casually, if I could get a monster that had like 301 stat, I was like, holy shit. I remember I made a Hercules, so that's Beaklon and, well, Durahan and Beaklon. And it started off with like 400 power and like 300 defense or something. And I was like, this is the greatest thing anyone's ever done. I'm an actual genius. I am the best player of this game. And I felt so good. I didn't really know what I was doing. But that felt really, really good. And it felt like these monsters that I had raised almost max stats and combined them. I was like, damn, I made a great baby. I made a great combined monster. And a big part of that is what kept me interested in the game, kept me playing it. It's just those little bonuses, you know? I think most people usually get like one stat to like 300 with their combination. That's like, that's fantastic. And like when you're playing casually, it is. You start off with 300 power, you get one decent tech that does like a little bit of damage, and like you're set. Power magic cards. Oh no, 366, no crit though. But Offrey still got a lot of guts. He can just swing again. He still got power. How come it's still active? Why is it still active? Oh no. And Offrey can attack once again, but so can Yucky Gumbo. Somersault at 57%. He's going to swing on it. He's going to hit. The grit comeback. Oh, the double grit. Yucky Gumbo, I think this is not your day. Okay. Offrey moves on to Winners Finals. He has had a hell of a day. Great build. Remember wasting the 5k you start with as a kid just to try and see all the breeds from combination? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I definitely did that too. Okay, next up we got V for Victory, and we got El Espanto. Just want to see Gumbo and S. I think unless Gumbo's build changes pretty drastically, he's going to have trouble in S. What am I looking for? I'm looking for El Espanto. Okay, Offrey gets the win. V and Espanto, prediction is live. Make your bets. Monster Rancher 1, you made a hair golem with level 10 power and 11 skill somehow. Came back to my game after a long time, can't remember. So what, level 10 in that game is 550, right? Yeah, and 11 would be 600. Damn, that's a lot. Good job. That's great. Death Energy 64%. Opens with it. A little bit of damage there, V for Victory. Look at the height difference. Nice little surprises can make lasting memories. Just wonder how people today would react if modern game did that. Oh, brother. The only reason we have like a really good relationship with this game is because it's old and we played it as kids. I think it's a really solid game, and it has some deep flaws. I think it does some things very, very poorly that I kind of am able to forgive because of everything else it does well, and because my understanding of the game allows that to be a non-issue for me. But like the game is translated fucking terribly. It's so hard to tell what you should be doing at any given time. There's a lot the game is easy. The game is very, very easy if you're playing with items. But as a kid, you don't have any sort of numerical understanding of how much stress mint leaves lower, how much fatigue is lowered by nuts oil. And without some sort of either background info or prior knowledge or someone else helping you out, the game never tells you explicitly, like, hey, this item is good and you should use it, right? Like, sure, it makes sense to give them an item that lowers their fatigue. Why wouldn't you do that? That sounds perfect. Give them one every week. But if it only lowers a really, really small amount, and you kind of strap for cash, as a kid you could be like, I don't even know what this is doing. I don't know if it's worth it. So not having that knowledge does make the game much harder. I think there is an interesting... Oops, sorry. Elesponto wins that one game. So that's 2-1 for Elesponto. Come on. I'm trying to give up. So yeah, I don't know where the happy medium is. I think more hand-holding is good, but I think the way it does it in like Monster Rancher 4 is just so fucking brutal and like the opposite of what I'm expecting in a Monster Rancher game. I think it's okay to not make things like super, super easy, but I think it's also okay to, let the player know what the fuck they should be doing. You don't need to have like this is nuts oil. It lowers fatigue by 28. But like, maybe a meter or something. I don't know. Who just lost? Jengab lost. Star Prince of Tanks, hey, it's the most expensive. Yeah, and I mean, I can't fault you for thinking that, right? There's some things about gameplay that are a little bit more, like Monster Rancher 4 did. The meters were a good idea. Making up one of your meters be a bunch of arrows that fills up and shifts from left, like arrows pointing left to arrows pointing right, and you have no fucking idea what that is the worst user UI I can ever... it's awful. It is absolutely terrible. Here, let me pull it up real quick for the uninitiated so you guys can be as angry as I am. Where's Yucky? Yucky and V. I'm going to make this one a minute-long prediction so I can go find the picture. Okay. Is it this? Okay. Let's take a look at this real quick. This is what I'm talking about. You have... Wait, did somebody roll an arrowhead? No, that's just left over from last time. What was I looking at? I was looking at like this. Here you go. Look at these arrows here. When they're all the way this way, your monster is... That's like, your monster has like peak motivation. They will shift from pointing left to pointing right. And so when the arrows are pointing left, it's better. And then when the arrows are more full, it's better. So if your arrows are pointing this way, it means your motivation is going up. But when they're pointing the other way, it means it's going down. Just like trending down. But the fuck? Why would you know that? Why even implement this as a meter? It doesn't mean anything by looking at it. It's terrible. It's awful. So like, yeah, fine. Have some sort of UI that helps out the player. Don't just have UI for the sake of having UI, you know? Nothing is gained from having that. It's awful. Ooh, death slash. Or dash slash, sorry. Wrong slash. Doing a lot of slashing these days. Somersault miss at 61%. Maybe you added the reverse. Maybe I have it the reverse. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care. I might be wrong. Monster Rancher 4 is kind of a shitty game. I don't care that much about it. I'm willing to admit I'm wrong if I'm wrong. But I mean, it's either trending up or trending down one way or the other way. And the fact that I don't remember off the top of my head, and the fact that other people are like, hey, I think it's the opposite, is proof of how fucking useless it is as a meter. It's like if you had a hunger meter that when it was full was your monster being the most hungry, and when it was empty your monster was the least hungry, as opposed to the opposite. It's like, yeah, sure, you have the meter, but like it's completely unintuitive. V for victory. Is that a 2-0? That was a 2-0, right? Jesus. Or was that just game 1? That was so quick. Yeah, that was a 2-0. Fuck. Okay, so. Don't know how we got the top 4. Well, it helps when the 2 people who didn't advance lost 4 times. No, 1 win apiece. So here we are, winners finals. Only 1 monster's advancing, so, you know, this isn't a guarantee one of these monsters moves on like it normally is. Better seeding for the LCQ? Yeah, it's better seeding for the LCQ. That's exactly right. Offrey and Espanto. Okay, prediction is live. Make your bets. Also, when I shit on Monster Rancher Report, if you like Monster Rancher Report, hell yeah, I'm happy for you. It's just, it's not a game for me. I don't like how it handles basically anything. Only thing I like about it is that it's got Poncho in it, but Poncho is like the worst monster in the game, so, you know, that doesn't help. That doesn't help its case either. The multiple monsters thing is a fun idea, executed really poorly. Monster Rancher 4 birthday stream? No. We're not playing Monster Rancher 4 on my birthday. I can't believe how little fun I was having when I played it last time. Do you want a second collection? Monster Rancher 3 is fantastic. We only play Monster Rancher 3 on my birthday. So yeah, if you guys don't know, Thursday, so 2 days from now, 3 days from now? Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. My birthday's on Wednesday, and I'm going to be streaming Monster Rancher 2. I'm going to be trying to beat the game blindfolded. There's no strategies for doing this. I'm the only person who's ever attempted it. I did it last year, and I got up to rank A. And then that's as far as I got. I want to get to rank S or beat rank S this year. I don't know if I'm going to. And the way we did it last year was I start off with 2 hours, and I get to peak at my stream whenever the timer runs out. But every time anybody donates bits, anybody cheers, whenever anybody subs or gift subs, it adds time to the counter. And the next time I get to peak. I think last time we had like a 4-hour period where I wasn't able to look at the stream at all. And then when I peak, I'm not allowed to touch anything. I'm not allowed to... I just get to look at whatever I set up before I take off my blindfold. And then I gotta put my blindfold back on before I can advance. It's just a way for me to like check my monster's stats or check my monster's text. I get to choose one or the other, but like I said, I don't get to touch any buttons, so it's pretty fun. And we do it with a randomizer that gives me a random monster from the shrine. I have no idea what I get. Last time I got a hare. So yeah, it should be pretty fun. Hare is ironically probably one of the easiest monsters to do a challenge like that with. So I don't know if I'll be able to beat rank A, but I'm hoping I can. It's not like I've practiced or anything to be better at it than I was last time. Ooh, the Death Cutter. Espanto not out of it yet. Offrey still up by a game. Still on match points. What we say is the best monster for a total noob to start the game with? I think Hare. I think Hare is probably the easiest monster. You get high power, you get high speed, get some really good techs. I mean, you can also fall in the trap of getting Kung Fu Fist, which fucking sucks. But, you know, for the most part, it's pretty good. I think Hare is probably the easiest. Any monster that has, like, an okay basic tech, or gets really, really good specific stat gains. I think Mochi is actually very good for beginner players. I think if you've never played the game before, Mochi is fantastic because it gets incredible base stats, right? It doesn't do any damage and its techs kind of suck. But if you're just learning the game and you have no idea what you're doing, Mochi will allow you to just muscle your way through a lot of the game just by raising your stats up. Ape is very good. I think Ape is a very good beginner monster. So is Mochi. So is Hair. Gel. Gel is great. I would say specifically something like Muddy Gel that raises its power, or Wall Mimic. Total noob, but you defeated to Zoom, but you're not the biggest fan now. Oh, defaulted to Zoom. I think Zoom is okay. I don't think Zoom is a great very first monster if you're just learning the game and you know nothing about it. I don't think its stat gains are set up in a way that is super conducive to quick progression. Like I said, the game is not super difficult, so if you just play with the Zoom for long enough, you'll eventually get further into the game. But I don't think as an absolute first monster it's very good. I think Mochi's better, I think Hair's better, Gel. Ape, yeah, Ape is pretty solid. Ape's got like the best basics in the game, and that goes a really long way. You can beat the game with Ape without getting any of the other techs. You just have Whack and you have Slap, and they're both awesome. Draco Mochi has the best stat gains out of any monster in the entire game. Draco Mochi has the highest overall composite stat gains. He's fucking garbage in competitive. He's one of the worst monsters in the game in competitive play. But as a beginner monster, he's fantastic. Absolutely, like, king shit. Yeah. He does have kind of a low lifespan because of that dragon blood, but, you know, should be able to do some good work with him anyway. Anyway, so now we got Espanto, and we got V once again. Crapsorian was your boy as a kid. I love Crapsorian. Crapsorian was always one of my favorites. Still is. At least when you remember to set up its text correctly. Yeah, maybe you should remember to do that next time. SMH. Mustard Arrow is your go-to as a kid. I remember getting a cool lobster from the market. No. I remember getting a Priorax and being like, this thing's cool. And I did fucking terribly with it. I think Priorax was one of the very first monsters I ever got. And I remember like getting to rank C with him and not being able to beat rank C. Offrey gets the win. Offrey's looking like the monster to beat, I'm not gonna lie. We got V and Espanto. Okay, prediction is live. Again, this is best of 5. Not gonna go full power to full intelligence in one monster again. Yeah. And then Corona when you unlocked Worm. Those are like your first unlocks, right? Like Worm, Galley, Mew, Hanger. I think Monster Rancher 2 does a really good job of the timeline and the type of monsters that you unlock. Constantly throughout the game, you're unlocking stuff. It's not like front heavy. It's not like late game heavy. At every stage of the game, until you're like, you've beaten it basically, there's stuff to unlock. And there's a great combination of like stuff that's like cool and stuff that's like funky and like weird. And it's not like you unlock all the cool shit at the end of the game. No, you unlock some of the weird stuff at the end of the game. Like you don't unlock Raki until the very end of the game. You unlock Hanger and Galley super early. And then even when you like upgrade your stable for the first time, you get Golem, who's cool, and you get Baku, who's big and kind of goofy. So, you know, you get one or the other. Will MRDX do slate reproduction? So the Japanese port of Monster Rancher 2 does have slate reproduction if you have a copy of Monster Farm 1. But I mean, you don't get anything additional from that, right? It's just, I'm sure it will exist. Oh shit, he got real anger, brother. Into another death energy. 500 damage crit. Oh, but he grits. Oh no. Oh, is it over for El Espanto? If he gets hit with something, he's gonna blow up. Oh no. Oh no. 55% to instantly win. He hits it. 999 damage? Yes, sir. Not even a crit. 1-all. Going into game 2. Love the IMA thing, but it's like the World Cup. Every 4 years, baby. Think it'll have it because it's a set? I assume it will. I assume it will. Yeah, it's really cool that I'm going to make a video on boss monsters in Monster Rancher 2 eventually. I'm going to try and cut up my content a little bit to, instead of just being just like how strong is X monster. There's also going to be stuff about, like, my next video is going to be on the damage formula. And then I'm going to have some stuff that's a little bit more casual friendly, like stuff like all of the boss monsters and how to find them. All the secret bosses. Maybe I'll get to talk about Moo. Moo is technically a boss monster in Monster Rancher 2 that you just never get to fight. That's what the God Slate is for. If you're ever wondering what the God Slate is for, it's to unlock a fight with Moo, but it's not programmed into the game. Maybe it'll be programmed into DX. I would be really excited about that, because that's like literal new content. Some level 4 Marson as boss. What? With insane defense? What are you talking about? Oh my god. Okay, so we're on game 5 already. Jesus Christ. Game 5, baby. Who wants it more? Death energy again is at 64%. V-slash looking nice at 56. Hits the... No, not enough to kill. 422. All the V-slash misses. Alespando's got a huge gut save. Death Cutter 50-50. 336 damage. Does he get real again? He does. I called it. Look at that. Guts rate. Hits another Death Cutter. That's going to kill. And that's it. We got El Espanto. And we got Offrey in Grand Finals. V for Victory gets 3rd on his... Is that his first time in Rank 8? It may be. It's either his first or his second. Either way. Here we go. We got Offrey. We got El Espanto. V did do well. I think it's a good build. I think it got screwed over a couple of times, but you know, I think it's pretty solid. Don't remember it, so it must be new. It's possible it is. Yeah, you know what? I think it is. Because it beat, when it beat rank B, it still had Vortex. Okay, Offrey and El Espanto. I'm going to make it a minute. This is our last bet of the day. If you're betting for El Espanto, remember you're betting for it to reset the bracket as well. So it needs to win 2 sets, whereas Offrey only needs to win the 1. I guess with the shorter time, that's not actually a thing I have to do. But we're doing it like that anyway. I'm filling out the bracket, and I just realized I didn't actually do any of it, so I have to remember who won everything at every round. Got it. Okay. Okay, you got about 10 seconds left. Get those bets in. Death Cutter 43 opens it up, but he misses. Magic cards at 56. He's got a huge guts lead already. Offrey can dodge one more thing now. He's going to swing next to Pigeon Bomb. It hits. Not enough to kill in one hit, but he's still got the guts lead. He can attack again if he wants. He doesn't, though. Death Smash at 42% misses. Offrey up to the 90s. Death Cutter. It's okay. People want to bet low. People have lost a lot of money, too. Foolery. Death Cutter at 64 hits. 190 damage minus 21 guts. He's got a pretty good guts rate. Offrey's got the second best guts rate in the game behind Metalner. Ghost has a 7 guts rate, which means every 7 frames it gains 1 gut. That's short. That's like, what, 4 a second? Just over 4 a second. This game runs at 30 FPS. JP gets a mochi. Magic cards miss at 55. Pinch Bomb at 44. That's going to miss as well. Ellis Ponte with a good guts lead. Do a lot of damage here. That energy at 66 misses. That bomb at 47%, that misses as well. Freeman's going to roll a disc. What's he got? Freeman gets an arrowhead. Ellis Ponte takes the first hit of the game. There's only 20 seconds left. Another Pigeon Bomb, 44. It's going to miss. Into the Death Cutter, 46. Oh boy, Offrey's going to get next attack. 10 seconds on the clock. Ellis Ponte will have one chance to attack to even this up. Magic cards at 53. It hits. It doesn't kill. He's still alive. If he gets angry, it's over. Death Cutter, Death Smash, nothing. So, if I... Who won last game? Offrey won last game, right? Yeah, so he's on tournament point. Ooh, 257. Death Cutter missing at 44. Offrey is the monster to beat today. Espanto needs to not only win 3 in a row, that's just to put things back on an even playing field. We will need to win an additional 3 after that. Offrey 1 win away. It's looking like his day. Hits the Dove Bomb. Espanto's not dead yet, though. Death Smash hasn't really cost Espanto many games today. Another Pigeon Bomb, 43%. It's going to land. And no grit. Pretty... what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty one-sided. Offrey wins that one. 3-0. No bracket reset. That's it. We got a Ghost in Rank S. Let's go, baby. Intelligence Ghost in Rank S. You'll love to see it. I love me Intelligence Ghost. I think there's a very fun and very good Ghost build you can make, which is Tank Ghost that has Pigeon Bomb or Dove Bomb, one or the other. You don't need both. Magic cards, and then Necromancy. I think Necromancy and Energy Shot are fantastic, especially on a tank with Anger. So you do so much Withering. You can do so much Lockout. If you ever get Anger, you've almost assuredly won the game. You could probably even do a super low damage build and remove Dove Bomb entirely and just do Magic cards and Necromancy and Energy Shot. I think that's probably... I don't know if it's better, but it's very strong. Anyway, wait, what? Low damage Withering Ghost? No, I'm not going to tell you to do it. You don't know how to do it properly. You get the actual Withering attacks. That's stupid. Ghost's Withering attacks suck. The way you do low damage Withering Ghost is you just do the attacks that are going to do damage anyway and rely on his incidental Withering and his extremely fast guts rate to carry you through. You're still trying to do damage. Damage is the name of the game. It's just the more you Wither, the less your opponent gets to attack. Less they get to retaliate. Energy Shot's a hit tech. Energy Shot is a hit tech. Energy Shots, or not Energy Shots, Necromancy is one of the most accurate techs in the entire game. Let me look it up right now. I think it's plus 27. Ghost Tank's a pretty normal idea. Necromancy is plus 29. 29! It's only 8 force, which is kind of crappy. It's very weak. But 29 means that you can forego even putting points into skill if you want. It means versus other ghosts, it will have a 79% chance to hit. Against another monster with a 7 guts rate, it will have a 79% chance to hit. That's fucking bonkers. That does mean in vanilla, you need to get, what's it called, Dove Bomb or Pigeon Bomb, though, because he's not going to do enough damage outside of that. You can't rely on 8 Force to win you games. You can rely on the 10 Withering, that becomes 20 Withering in Anger, to absolutely win you games, though. Hey, Comrade Bob gets a Hopper. We've seen 2 Hoppers today.